And we're live. What is going on, guys? We're here with UNC cornerback Tony Grimes. Thank you so much for coming, Tony. I know your schedule must be crazy, so I appreciate you taking the time to come on here. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Yeah, my schedule is crazy right now, but anything for you, I got you.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Tony.
Yeah.
So real quick, guys, before we jump into the questions here, I want to show you guys Tony's t-shirts. I'm just going to share my screen here. You guys know with the NIL deals and stuff, finally athletes can, profit off their name and likeness, finally. So this is Tony's shirt. It's the first link in the description. So if you guys want to go buy it, there's a bunch of sizes. I love the saying on it, be great today. So it's a pretty cool shirt. So you guys should definitely go check it out. All right, Tony. So now for the hard-hitting questions here.
I got you.
When did you start playing football? I'm curious. When did you start playing contact football, tackle football? When did you start playing?
I started playing football when I was I want to say elementary school. So Pop Warner, they used to call it. But I wasn't that serious into it. I want to say I started getting serious to football middle school around 8th grade because I got my first offer in 8th grade. So when I got that, I was like, all right, football serious. So I need to start taking this sport serious. So then I was just on grind on point after that.
8th grade, so you were what, 13?
I don't know. That was a long time ago. But yeah, 8th grade.
8th grade is young. Then, so in 8th grade, you realize, okay, football, I'm good at this. This is my future here. I can really make something out of football. That's crazy because when I was in 8th grade, I don't even know. I was probably doing some cringy stuff. So
yeah, but with football, it's I'm sorry.
No, you go.
Yeah, I say so. With football, it's crazy because people start young, and then now people are getting offers and getting looked at college at a young age. So you got to start early now.
And were you playing tackle the whole time?
Yeah, definitely tackle the whole time.
I never know because obviously I never played football, so I never know if kids start in tackle or flag or I don't know.
Nah, usually they start off in flag, but yeah, it's mostly football, straight on tackling.
Yeah, I mean that's probably easier though, so you're just used to getting hit. It's just I feel like that'd be a tough transition, flag to tackle. So I was at the game, the Virginia game, the last home game, and I was there for warm-ups, and the cornerbacks were warming up right in front of me, all the DBs. And you definitely stood out because you're such an energetic guy, in warm-ups. I was sitting there, just nodding my head. You had me hyped up. Someone could throw some pads on me and convince me that I had a chance to make a tackle out there. Probably would break both my arms trying to make a tackle. But have you always been the energy guy? And why? How do you get so much energy? Just get everyone, even me, in the stands, just so hyped up.
I feel like I got a personality that people feed off my energy, people feed off my emotions. So I always, especially in a football environment, I always gotta get that hype energy, get everybody up, because everybody feed off me. Some people feed off me, and everybody get hyped. So I'm always gotta be an energetic person, and I've been an energetic person since young, since I first started football.
Really? I mean, it's awesome. I feel like energetic players are always the most fun to watch. I love the energy in pregame. It makes pregame so much fun. You were going over there. I think you gave a little kid your gloves in pregame. You were just making everyone's day.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you give your gloves all the time to the kids?
Yeah, they ask for it. I mean, sometimes they be getting mad too, but they ask for it. Yeah, they be getting mad because somebody want this, somebody want that, and I only got one pair of gloves. So
yeah, somebody you gotta play in them
too. Yeah, I gotta play in them. So yeah.
I saw that. I was oh, that's so nice. He gave his gloves to a little kid, and he was so happy. That kid. I was
yeah, then it was wearing my t-shirts and all that at the game. So it made me feel even more wow, I'm really playing college football. Everything that I've been wishing for is happening. So yeah.
That's so awesome. So I want to talk about how you skipped your senior year of high school because your college football, your high school football season was canceled. Your senior year of high school football was canceled because of COVID, right? Mm-hmm. So then you went to UNC as an early enrollee, right?
Yes.
So what was that transition like, going from playing, your junior year of high school, then you have to go to practice, and guard guys like Newsome and Brown who are going to be in the NFL in less than a year. Like college is a tough transition for just like any normal like non-athlete kid, you know, harder classes, this and that. But you're like, I got to do the harder classes and I got to guard guys who are literally going to be in the NFL in less than a year. So what was that like? And how do you think that helped your game?
Well, going against, first of all, it was very different. Like college between high school was very different. It's the game of the speed. It's like you really gotta be on your 10 toes at all times. And like the worst, I won't say the worst part about it, but the thing about it is like the eyes in the sky. Like everything's getting recorded, everything's getting filmed. So if you mess up one time, the coach is looking at it. If you do this one time, the coach is looking at it. So that was very, different. Going against like receivers, my receivers, I never went against nobody as special as De'Ami Brown and Daz Houston, especially De'Ami. De'Ami he was a different type of breed, but he helped my press technique. He helped my confidence a lot when he was here. So appreciate that from him.
I always wonder, do cornerbacks have like a preference? Like, do they like to play press at the line, or do some cornerbacks just to like to drop back and man, or do you just have to be comfortable doing both? Or does anyone like have a preference?
I feel like you gotta be comfortable doing both, but I feel like nowadays everyone's looking for that press man, that like press corner to go take out a receiver. So I say I say more likely press. Me, I love press. I mean, I can stand press all game for real, for real.
You
Sometimes
like
I
to
like to
get
switch it
physical
up.
on the line.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Because I'm so long. I got long arms.
Yeah. Listen, I feel like
Yeah,
I would make like a solid cornerback, honestly. Like I have really long arms for a girl.
yeah.
I feel like I could like if like in another world, like if I could like play football, I feel like I could be like a solid cornerback just lengthwise. I should have played basketball.
You should have
I
played.
had like solid length. Never decided to play ice hockey in middle school for what
Uh-huh.
reason? I don't know why. Wasn't good at it. So another question about cornerback play here. What do cornerbacks have a sixth sense? Like I always feel like a cornerback has a sixth sense. I feel like it's one of the most difficult positions to play on the football field. Like let's say you're guarding a wide receiver who runs a go route, right? And he's running all these yards down the field, and you got to stay with him all these yards down the field. And let's say the quarterback throws it. How do you know when the quarterback throws it? And how do you know when to make a play on the ball? Like, because you also, like, with the rules and everything favors the offense so much now. Like, are you looking at his eyes? Are you looking at his hands? Like, I always wonder what's going through a cornerback's head.
I'll say, okay, run downfield. You know, looking up, receivers looking. I say me, I'm looking right at receiver's eyes the whole, like not the whole time, but I'm looking at receiver's eyes to tell me when the ball is coming. And usually I can feel when the ball is coming. But if you look at his eyes, and if the ball is coming close to him, his eyes can get wide no matter what. So once his eyes start getting wide, that means okay, the ball's on the way, the ball's in the air. Now sometimes you could turn around, sometimes you can't turn around. If you turn around, it's because you want to make the play on the ball. So if you turn around, you make a play on the ball. But if you don't, you make a play on him, which is both good. But making a play on the ball is way better than making a play on him.
Do you ever get nervous? Like, do cornerbacks ever get nervous about like pass interference or like holding, or do you just gotta play? Like, you play your game.
You just gotta play. You can't get nervous. If you get nervous, that's when you get the pass interference and you get the penalties and all that kind of stuff, and you get caught on. You get nervous. You can't get nervous. Can't.
Yeah, you just can't think about it, I guess. Because I guess, like, in
Yeah,
anything, if you think about not doing something, then you do it. Like, I
you
don't know.
just do it. Yeah, most definitely.
We got a super chat here from LA Lou. Do you want to answer this question? If you don't want to answer it, it's
Uh,
fine. What does
what
Tony
does
see as the strengths of his game, and what do you feel you need to work on?
in the game? I say press man. The reason I say press man because I'm long, I'm very physical at the line, and it's hard. Nowadays people like receivers is big, they're strong, they're physical, they like do all the stuff. So you can hold them at the line for I say what 2 seconds or more, then like you're set. So press is really my strength. He said what I need to work on. I think I need to work on.
Yeah, if there's
I want to
anything you feel like you
say
have to work on.
IQ, the being smart on the field, send play before it happens. Once I get to that level, then I think I'll be, a lot better than what I am right now.
And like, what does that come from? Just like watching film and like, how do you get like
Experience.
experience?
Experience. Just keep working, you keep doing it, watching film, being out on the field at all times, making sure seeing the difference between his lineup, his alignment, the formation, all that.
Do
So
you
just
ever
having
feel
the
like
feel of the game.
you know what route is coming?
I say sometimes I say I have my hits and my miss, you know. Sometimes I'll be right, like right on the money, and where I can make a play on it and it be that. But sometimes I'll, not always right, but stuff
Mhm.
happens. Yeah.
This is so interesting because I've never like gotten insight into like someone's head when they're on the field. Like these are all questions I always wonder like when I'm watching the game. Like, does this guy know what play is coming? This is all like super interesting because I obviously never stepped foot on a football field to actually, play.
Yeah.
Um, do you have any like cornerbacks that you watch in the NFL who you try to model your game after?
Yes. Jalen Ramsey, my favorite cornerback in the league.
I
Hands
love
down.
him
Like
too.
I've been watching Jalen Ramsey since he was at the bowl game, All American bowl game in high school. Like that's
Oh
when I've
wow.
been one of my favorite corners. And I really trying to get like feed off his energy, feed off his emotion, critique him, play like him.
That's a great example. And the Rams are so good right now. I mean, and
Oh
he's
yeah,
the captain on
the
that
Rams gonna do
defense.
something. Yeah, the
LA
Rams
Lou,
gonna do something good.
the man who gave the super chat, LA Lou, he's a big Rams fan. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I picked the Rams to win the Super Bowl this year. I think they're really good. So off the field, what do you like to do? Do you like to like watch movies? Like, what do you just like to do when you're hanging out? Do you like to play video games, read books, watch movies, TV shows, bake?
I wanna
I don't know.
I wanna say
Okay.
off field, not doing football, I'm straight movies, relaxing, music, but mostly movies because I want to be like a director and a producer and do some
Oh,
acting
really?
and
That's
stuff like that
awesome.
outside of football. So yeah,
What kind of movies do you like?
kind of movies I like. I really like them all, but most likely I want to say more of like drama. Put it like that. I like drama. Tense. Something that made me think about like, okay, what's happening next? Like, the real world type.
Yeah, do you have a favorite movie? Or a
All
few?
right,
I
my
don't know.
favorite
It's hard to
movie.
always choose one. I honestly hate
No,
when people ask that question. Like, what is your one favorite? I don't know. I always have a
my
few.
Man, my favorite movie is the Maze Runner collection. Like that's all my life. The Maze Runner 1, 2, the
Wait,
square.
I've actually been
Yeah.
meaning to watch those.
Nah, the Maze Runner is good. Those are my favorite movies.
I gotta check those out. I've been meaning to watch those because I like sci-fi movies too. I just watched like
Uh-huh.
Inception. I guess you could what is it, like qualify that as like a drama sci-fi. I like movies
Hmm.
too like that where you're kind of like it's kind of like a thriller and you gotta think. But that's awesome. You want to be a director and producer?
Yeah, definitely.
That's sick. I love movies too. That's such an awesome thing. We have one more question here if you want. Do you have like a favorite pregame meal to eat before a game?
Maple brown sugar, oatmeal. That's how I like to eat with fruit, orange juice. That's my joint right there. Pre-game. Usually
Nice.
I get like muffins somewhere inside, but yeah, mostly that right there. Because sometimes I can't eat a lot. I got a small stomach, so can't eat a lot sometimes.
Yeah, do you have to keep it light before the games?
Yeah, yeah, because if I say eat heavy, I feel like I'm heavy. I feel like moving slow.
Yeah, that makes sense. We have another question here. Did you play two sports in high school or just one?
In high school, I did track and football.
Okay.
Yeah, but in middle school, I did like basketball, wrestling,
Oh,
track,
wrestling.
football. I won like cities because we had cities back, so I won first in cities. So
Really? Wait, I feel like wrestling is almost more scary than football.
nah, actually not scary. It's just too much conditioning, too much like you get tired so quick because you sitting there going back and forth wrestling, just going
Don't
back and
you
forth.
like in wrestling have to like weigh a certain weight or something?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh
you
wow,
do.
that's intense. See, that's intense.
Yeah. But at least
But I
I ain't
guess
doing
in
high school
college
because
you
high
do have
school
to make a
wrestling is
certain
different.
weight too, right? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
yeah, so it's probably not that different. Um, yeah, just I guess do you have anything else? Like I put your social media in the description, so make sure you guys follow Tony. If you guys have any last questions for Tony here, I put his shirt description in the description. Mike says, who would you say is the toughest receiver you had to go against?
Like, we mean like college, high school, during camps,
I
or
guess
like
all time.
De'Ami Brown.
That's what I
Because
thought
like
you were gonna say.
that's the only big receiver like I've faced, and he really like put me in my place. De'Ami.
I feel like that transition though, like I think that's the most crazy transition from like a junior in high school playing against, on varsity, playing against other varsity wide receivers, to going to a college program where these wide receivers have been on like the college program, like weightlifting, diet, like these are like grown men you're going against.
Yeah.
I still think that must have been like the most, like that's like crazy impressive. Do you think that just helped you like so much? Was it like, I don't know, what do they call it? Like when it, like learn from being in the fire. Like what do they call it? I don't know what the phrase is, but do you think it was like learning the tough way, I guess, just like I know it, thrown in the deep end. Yeah,
Throwing
there
in the
we
deep
go.
end,
Water,
throwing in the
fire.
fire.
Almost
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. I mean, I accepted the challenge. I'm always accept challenge. That's who I am. And it
Uh-huh.
was definitely a challenge, but I got through it, and then it got me better, and it got me where I'm at right now.
LA Lou with another super chat here. What is your off-season training like? Do you relax for a bit before getting back at it, or do you get on it right away? And what do you focus on like in the off-season? Strength, speed, endurance?
I want to say off season, I really don't hop back into it because I think body, like your body, you got to take care of your body. Your body got to learn how to recover. You can't just keep beating on it and beating on it. So yeah, I take a break, but do I take long? No, I would say 3 to 4 days of a break.
That's
Then
it?
I just get right
I thought
back.
you were gonna say
Yeah,
3 to 4 weeks.
nah, 3 or 4 days. But then when I do work out and I do train, it's not every day. It's like either Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off, Thursday, Friday, or it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm skipping days, and then sometimes I go intense. But I always want to run though. I always want to get cardio in, no matter what it is. But then you get to speed, agility, strength, and endurance.
So you got to hit everything basically in the off season.
Yeah.
I can't believe you only get 3 to 4 days. So it's like 3 to 4 days of just relaxing. I thought you were gonna say like 3 to 4 weeks. That's crazy.
Nah,
With football,
nah,
like I'm
nah,
always just like amazed at how players can keep their body so healthy and just like throughout the season and then
nah.
going into training in the off season.
Because I want to say throughout the season, you gotta learn to take care of your body. See, I take care of my body throughout the season. So like at the end of the season, I'm beat up, but I'm not as bad as some people. You know.
Really? All right. So you're
Yeah.
someone who's very serious about your recovery, like
Yeah,
during the season
definitely.
and taking time to, I guess, what is it, like ice baths, contrast
Ice
baths?
bath, hot tub, compacts, heating, cupping, needles, all of it.
Ooh, the cupping. I've seen the cupping on Instagram and stuff. Does it hurt?
Yeah, it hurt me. I'll tell you that. It hurts me. But I
Really?
mean,
I
I
see
deal
like
with it.
I've seen players with it on Instagram and stuff, and I'm like,
Oh yeah.
that doesn't look comfortable.
Nah, it's not comfortable, but it helps though. It really do help though. Help soreness out for real. Tightness.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you use, like on your legs or your back?
I usually do it on my hamstrings for real. Because like
Okay.
we run all the time. So using my hamstrings be beat.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I'm a Giants fan, so this weekend, like two of the wide receivers went down in the game with hamstring injuries, and
Hamstrings no joke.
yeah, because they're so tricky. I've seen like I don't know like from firsthand experience, but like from what I've watched, like they just seem very tricky.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the former Giants players was on like Good Morning Football this morning. He was talking about like maybe they need to back off on the conditioning a little bit because like getting like these soft tissue things coming up, like with the hamstrings now with this team. But I thought that was interesting. Just like two guys in one game with
Yeah.
hamstrings, same position.
Yeah.
Um, We got one more question. What music artist do you listen to before the game to get hyped?
I love music, so honestly, I can click shuffle in my music, and whatever comes on, I'll just be like, okay. I skip it if it's like slow and it's not like one of them songs I get my mood up, or if it's like, let me see, I say one song. I like J. Cole. J.
Okay.
Cole is a good one. I say J. Cole.
That's awesome. All right, so I guess that's it. Anything else you want to plug, Tony? Like, Instagram, T-shirt, like anything else you want to tell the people about? Like,
Nah, I mean everything's good. I mean, I appreciate you taking your time out, having me up here on your podcast.
no, I appreciate you coming on. So yeah, guys, I guess that's it. I'm gonna end the broadcast now. Peace out, guys. Appreciate you.
Peace.
Peace.